Welcome to Tantrum House Studio D. I'm Kevin Delp.
And I'm Melissa Delp.
Today we're looking at Pulsar 2849. Pulsar 2849 is a dice allocation game that's designed by Vladimir Suchet. It plays in about 60 to 90 minutes and it's published by CGE.
Pulsar is set in the future where you and rival corporations are trying to harness the power of pulsars. You'll be able to patent technologies, build transmitters, explore space by using dice for your actions. After 8 rounds, the player with the most points wins.
The components include a double-sided main game board, multiple other double-sided game boards, double-sided goal tiles, lots of cardboard tiles, 10 dice, plastic cubes, ships, tokens, and pulsar rings in 4 player colors.
We're going to give an overview of the main concepts of the game and then tell you what we think about it. If you're looking for an actual how to play video, I recommend the Gaming Rules video by Paul Grogan. When all the boards are set up, it takes up quite a bit of table space. In addition to the round star cluster board, there's the dice board, 3 goal tiles, and a lot of areas where you can use your dice for actions. The technology boards also track the rounds. At the end of each round, you move the time marker up 1, unlocking a new row of technologies. The game ends after the 8th round.
A lot of the components are double-sided and can be mixed and matched to change the setup. For your first game, the rulebook suggests that you use the components marked with an asterisk.
Each round begins with a dice phase. You'll roll the silver dice and place them on the matching spots on the dice board. You'll follow certain rules to place the median marker, and then players choose dice. Their first die is chosen in turn order, and the second die in reverse turn order. The die you take will affect your position on the turn order track or the engineering track. For each die space to the left of the median marker, you move one of your counters that many spaces to the left. If you take a die to the right, you move a counter to the right. At the end of the round, you'll reset turn order based on the order of the top row counters, and you'll give out engineering cubes based on the order of the bottom row track.
After the dice phase, you move into the action phase. In turn order, each player takes all of their actions before it goes to the next player's turn. The player aid lists the many things you can do with your dice. A lot of the boards and tiles will show which dice are needed to activate that area, like spending a 1, 2, or 4 to gain a specific gyrodyne. When you patent a technology, you place your marker on the space to show it's yours for the rest of the game.
You can also use a die to fly your ship the exact number of spaces as pips on the die. If you end on a pulsar, you can claim it, which is good because you can add a gyrodyne you own to it. And using another action sometime during the game, you can complete it. Completed gyrodynes will score you points at the end of each round. If you fly through a planetary system, you can add a station on a dead planet. At the end of the game, the number of stations you have are worth points. If you manage to end your flight on a planetary system, you can claim a living planet and take the bonus on the tile, or choose an unknown bonus tile.
Usually, you'll have just 2 actions on your turn, 1 for each silver die. But there are ways to get the red die, which gives you another action, like connecting 2 finished transmitters, or you can spend engineering cubes to get the red die with the value that matches the leftover die on the dice board.
Once every player has taken their turn, you go through the production phase, which is detailed on the player aid card. Certain things will score, you'll reset some things, and move the round marker up 1 level. Then you're ready to start again with the next dice phase.
At the end of the game, there's a lot of scoring that happens, but the player aid walks you through it. With the goal tiles, if you qualify for the goal, you can exchange engineering cubes for more points. Whoever ends up with the most points wins.
There are definitely a lot of ways to score points in this game, so looking at those goal tiles can really help you to focus. There's also some min-maxing going on because you only have 2 or 3 actions on your turn, so you really have to make the most of them and try to synergize and combo with your transmitters and patents.
You can even add in your own personal headquarters boards that give you even more spots to place dice.
Yeah, there's definitely lots of options for variable setup in this game. You have the headquarters boards, which are asymmetrical. You have different goal tiles. Even the technology boards are double-sided, so there's all different sorts of combinations. It really is up to you how similar or different you want the game to be. Now, personally, I do like the challenge of having different setups and having to puzzle out the best way to strategize to get the most points.
Now, there's not a lot of art in the game, but the components and design do fit the space theme. One thing I really appreciate is the iconography and color coding. One-time immediate benefits are light blue with a check mark. Ongoing benefits are dark blue with the infinity symbol. Benefits that activate during the production phase each round are green with circular arrows. And then endgame scoring is purple with arrows to the line icon.
I found the design pretty intuitive. When you first look at it with everything on the table, it looks pretty overwhelming. But once you know what things mean, it really is easy to play. I was teaching this at a convention, and the table of people, first time playing for all of them, but within a few rounds, they were able to go through all of the actions, even the steps in the production phase, without any oversight from me, and most of that is because of the player aid and the color coding in the game.
Yeah, one of the really interesting parts of the game is the drafting of the dice. Not only are you going to use it to figure out where you're going to place your dice, but it affects the engineering track and the initiative track. So you have to make the right choices and balance those choices and predict what the other players are going to do.
Right. I really enjoyed the thinkiness of Pulsar 2849, and I would suggest that you check it out if you do like point salads, if you like dice drafting, or a game with lots of variability.
Well, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. Pulsar 2849. 2849.